Jamie Bissett getting ready for a trip to Bloomington, a return trip to Bloomington for your first diving zones competition. Kind of be your third big meet of the year, having been at the Winter Nationals for Canada, and then the Big Ten meet a couple weekends ago. Do those help you prepare for this one?
Yeah, they help teach you kind of how to calm your nerves, get ready for long waits in between dives, which is probably the most difficult thing about big meets.
About 6 weeks ago, you were part of the travel party that went down to Bloomington for the dual meet against Indiana, and then IU's hosting it this weekend as well. Does that help you, having already been at the pavilion once this year?
Yeah, it definitely helps knowing which board you're going to be on, what the surroundings are like, where you're going to go in between dives, and it definitely helps calm your nerves and be able to visualize.
So going into this weekend, it's kind of like a all-in kind of situation where the swimmers, you know, kind of build up their times throughout the year. You guys have to kind of perform this weekend to keep your season going. Does that make it a little bit more of a pressure-filled meet?
It's definitely stressful because you know that you have to hit every dive, and if you miss one, it's going to be tough to come back, but that's what makes diving so much fun.
What would you say you're feeling most strongly about as far as your boards, 1 meter, 3 meter platform going into this weekend?
I've probably trained hardest on 3 meters, so that's where I focus most of my attention, so that's where I'm going to hope to qualify for the NCAA championships.
All right, well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Alec Back getting ready for a trip to Bloomington, Indiana for the diving zone meet this weekend. It sounded like you had spent some time in Indiana's pool before, having attended some diving camps there, and then about 6 weeks ago there was the dual meet at in Hoosier Land as well. So I'm guessing that's a pool you feel pretty comfortable in?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable. I know all my spots there for all my dives for the most part, so it won't be too big of a difference diving from here today. You know.
Diving zones is one of the meets it seems like you guys train for much of the year. It'll really determine, you know, how far your season goes from here. I mean, having experienced Winter Nationals as well as the Summer Nationals this year and Big Tens, does it feel like it's prepared you a little bit better?
Yeah, this is definitely one of the bigger meets I've been to, but Adam's done a really nice job preparing all of us for the pressure that we're going to be under at this meet, knowing that we have to do well in order to keep moving on.
What board do you feel most strongly about at this point in the season?
Right now we're putting all our eggs in the 3 meter basket. I will still be diving 1 and tower, but my DD is kind of low on those 2 boards, so hopefully my DD on 3 meter will prove to be beneficial.
Well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Soldati getting ready for a trip to Bloomington, Indiana for the annual Zone C dive meet, and this year you're taking a younger group of divers that are really kind of all in the same boat, underclassmen kind of experiencing this for the first or second time, and certainly expectations are always to do well, but like I was saying before, it just kind of they're all together and experiencing the same thing, I would think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's great. First, it's a huge testament to all of them that they're at this meet as a freshman. It takes a pretty good score to qualify to even go to this meet. So the fact that we have 5 out of 6 freshmen, you know, and Maddie's only a sophomore, so we have 5 freshmen and a sophomore who have all qualified for this meet. You know, certainly the expectations in their minds shouldn't be high. The pressure should be off. You know, but even if they were, you know, the David Bodai, if you will, that is expected to go in there and win everything, we want to keep that pressure off. I mean, they need to go in there with the same expectations that they have for every meet, which is to perform to their highest potential. And then we let the chips fall where they fall. I mean, I think if we go in there and we do the dives that we know how to do, and we perform to our level and our greatest potential, then I think there's a chance. There's a few of them that can fight for a spot for NCAAs, and that's what we want to do. I think our goal of this meet is we want to go in there and apply some pressure on some of the big guns, if you will, and see if they can handle it, and we might slip 1 or 2 people in there.
And over the last month or so, you were able to spend some time in England with USA Diving at the FINA World Cup. David Budaya was competing there. Give us a little bit of a rundown of your experiences overseas.
You know, we had a great meet. We were 4th in both events. We were right outside the medals. We had medal opportunities throughout our list. But I think we really achieved what we wanted to. We got in the pool. We got comfortable with the pool towards the end of the trip, and I think we're set up to learn. We took a few lessons away from that meet, both coach and athlete, some things that we need to improve on, both mentally and physically. And I think we're gonna come back and get the work done there, and we'll be back for the Olympics, and I think we'll be ready to go.
And you also had the unique perspective of kind of observing Big Tens from afar, and a lot of good scoring showings from your young divers. but that had to be a unique thing for you watching it on dive meets like that.
Yeah, it was certainly a catch-22. You know, we want to recruit athletes who can perform at the highest level like David is right now, and so we want to honor that, respect that, and make sure that we're there for those athletes that are competing at the highest international level. But I'm not going to lie, it was tough to sit back and watch Big Tens on a computer screen, because it's such an exciting meet. It's such a fun meet to be a part of. I think it's the best conference meet in the world to be a part of, with so much energy and excitement. So it was tough watching on a computer screen, but it was fun to see our guys do such a great job, particularly with having such a young group there, you know, battling to get in some finals. We had a few kids in the finals, so it was a lot of fun to watch out.
Thanks for the time, Adam. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.